coming to waiting, the user is losing time by waiting due to end-to-end response time and performance of the chain. Going from the device performance, Wi-Fi bandwidth, okay, security and identity management layers due to server response time and pinging. Windows shutting down, okay, wait for the updates, right? Buffering is a great example. In addition to these performance issues, the more complex is the chain, the more risk of outrage exists, which can lead to exceptional waiting time of several minutes or hours until the technical issue is solved. Okay, like like we waited for what? Because of the internet connection was stable. Okay, because the iCloud could not start, so we kept on waiting, and because the switchover could not happen instantly from one device to other, all that. Exam form filling, website issues at the time of submission. Okay, non-utilization of a talent. This is interesting, no? As a digital waste. Okay, wrong use of people time. To learn how the solution, call service desk, execute basic tasks that could be skipped, etc., etc. Okay, let's see. Wrong usage of people time and talent. I've given a few examples here, whatever that has come to my mind. Okay, spending time to read user guides to learn how to use basic solutions. I'm not talking about highly sophisticated and specialized software like simulation tools, okay? Some basic things, okay? Spending time to raise and fill ticket. That a call and then call a service desk to explain what the problem was. You already raised the ticket and then you'll have to call again and they will ask me, please tell me what is the issue. This Hathway, I'm telling on the camera, this Hathway had the same problem. I raised this issue with the Hathway. I would have explained the entire problem to them. But after, the customer calls me, sir, you had raised a ticket. Yes, tell me what is the issue. We have explained so much in the mail or in the ticket or whatever, but still they will ask, again. That's why I particularly put this, okay? Yeah. So offering none or poor report to the user. Sometimes they don't give reports at all. Okay, they don't respond. Poor reports. He then needs to generate himself the export in the Excel sheet, Google sheet in order to perform various analyses and so on and so forth. Okay. All right, transportation. What is transportation in digital transformation? Let us see. Excessive or unnecessary number of process steps to reach a desired thing. How many of you, in order to fill a form, how many steps that you go through, right? The solution contains excessive or unnecessary number of steps to get the desired operation completed. Unnecessary number of steps. Increasing the process lead time directly and inducing other indirect waste length. When I was writing this, I had a conflict in my mind because see, though I am sharing with you, please don't think I am also absolutely clear about many of these, whether it is transportation or whether it is extra processing. Okay, this can come under anything. Okay, now if I am doing something unnecessarily, going through the extra steps or process, maybe after the thing is completed, then it is transportation. Okay, so many of the things can be borderline like this, whether you put it under transportation, but in manufacturing, particularly transportation and motion. Okay, and extra processing and things like that in digital. Okay. Okay, inventory waste in digital solutions. Now let's see this. Ongoing process waiting, stuck workflow, data waste, storage of data. Yeah, this is a little bit of simple to understand. Okay, the user is piling up. To-do actions all piled up. Okay, inbox, notification items. How many of you saw that suddenly you had to see a lot of inbox mails, all the inventory piled up? How many of you see a lot of notifications that has come and then you had to, see, right? So that puts the process on hold, waiting to be completed. Temp folder. How many of you have one hard disk where you have stored? Okay, suppose something happens with the hard disk you have stored and you have stored somewhere else also. In fact, I can relate to myself to this. Okay, even though I'm practicing lean and other things, just to ensure extra safety, extra buffer and all this stuff. Okay. We keep storing. So suddenly you find, if you search one file, you will find in at least 3-4 places. Okay. Useless motion. Complex ergonomy, excessive number of clicks. Okay. So if you have any practical example on this in digital solutions, you can tell me. So many clicks that you allow to do. The user is lost, facing complex ergonomic, non-linear progression. With excessive number of clicks and switching between screens, go for this screen, that screen. For example, OTP will come in this screen, and then I'll have to go to Uber screen and enter that OTP when I pay through the banking transactions. So switch between these applications, screens, to provide necessary information and complete the desired actions. Most banking operations. Okay. So the question here is, how much of it can be reduced? If you see password, what we enter, I'm not talking about a motion waste, but password extra processing, over processing that we do in passwords. We will enter a password, then it will say, no, it should be 8 digits, sir. And we'll enter eight characters, then it'll say there should be at least one capital. We'll enter one capital, it'll say it should contain at least one numeric. But these days, there are better ways of doing it. As soon as you start, even before, please put it in 8 characters and there'll be 4 checkbox. If you had used a capital, the capital will get checkbox. Then you can see, it is ticked now. If you used this number, then the number will get ticked. So it should be 8 digits, minimum 8 digits, one capital letter, and one special character, and some numerics also in that. So softwares are designed so that all this over processing, extra processing, waiting, whatever is removed. All right. So this can in addition lead to defect waste also, right? If the user gets lost and needs to restart the whole process again.